So before I started the recording, I leveled everybody up because I figured that's no fun to watch me going through all the character details, stats like that. And while I was doing that, I also realized that I did not collect the elm of the Juggernaut armor. So now we gotta go back to the forest to do that.
As you say.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh, not 2 steps. Oh, wonderful. More spiders. Hit a fucking thing!
I have silence will be done. Performed as I expected. Now you die! You will not win! Be gone!
Too slow.
Where's the fucking exit? How do I get out of this goddamn place?
These beasts are surely dangerous.
Another battle, I see. You were the Grey Warden who broke the curse. I demand to know what happened to the werewolves. Where did they go? That makes no difference. Those monsters killed my husband. They killed so many of my people. They have Dalish blood on their hands. If they are human once more, that shall make it all the easier to take vengeance for their crimes. Tell me where they are.
Okay, let's just calm down for a second.
It destroyed him. Yes, perhaps you speak wisely. If they are gone and never return here, then perhaps it is better to let it simply end there. We will go back to the camp, then. Thank you for your words. Please accept this small token of my gratitude. It belonged to my husband, and I cannot carry it any longer.
See, another Templar body. I don't know why there's so many Templars around here.
Spirit, we must be on our guard.
Oh! Where's the Revenant? Damn it!
Now we get our hands dirty.
Oh, there it is.
As you say. Take that!
Now we play a little.
As you say.
Nice. Now we can give that armor to Sten. Looking good, buddy.
Of course.
Let's get out of here. Whoa, what? Oh.
Yes. Anon execution!
Okay, let's check in with our companions.
Look at you, your weary stance, the dark circles under your eyes. Poor man, all this constant walking has gotten to you. Do you know what you need? My thought is this. We retire to your tent and I show you the sort of massage skills that one only learns growing up in an Antivan whorehouse.
Oh, God.
If you mean to ask whether or not there might be more than a massage involved, allow me simply to say that you won't be disappointed with any of the techniques I've picked up over the years. What is there to fear, my Grey Warden? You deserve a little fun, do you not? If you're not of a mind, however, it is no tragedy. Then why are we still talking?
Oh my God. I want to be clear that my awkwardness has nothing to do with the fact that they're both men. It is completely about the animation and how fucking awkward the animation is.
See? I knew this would happen eventually. I should have warned you right from the moment you refused to kill me. It was inevitable. Oh, such subtlety in your seductive charms that I was not even aware of them. A work of art in motion, perhaps? So then, as the priestess so famously said to the handsome actor, what now? Allow me to make it simple for you, my Grey Warden. What comes next is entirely up to you. I was raised to take my pleasures where they could be found, for they do not come very often. I shall ask nothing more of you than you are willing to give. I was born of a whore and bred as an assassin. All I know is of pleasure and death. What room is there on these things for love, huh? At any rate, we should be on our way. A new day awaits us, or so the rumor goes.
Inspired major dexterity. Okay.
Something on your mind? Of course. I didn't know them for very long, but I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you? They were quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men you didn't know. Just one, A man named Terramel. He kept to himself mostly.
I swear to God I heard this
before the Grey
before.
Wardens was
Like in this
unpleasant.
playthrough, I
There
mean.
was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfells. What was his name? It was Gregor. He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen. And the man could drink. He drank all the time, but he never got drunk. Finally, we all made a pool to see just how many pints it would take to put him under the table. Sometimes. We were kin of a sort. All of us had gone through the joining, so we knew... Well, anyhow, it doesn't have to be deadly serious all the time. Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly... Yes, I suppose so. I thought I was done with this, but it just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by. Nothing at all. There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me. That must sound really stupid to you.
No, it doesn't sound stupid, but I swear to God I've heard this conversation before in this very playthrough.
I just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone. Let's just go.
I guess not. Ugh.
There you are. Wanted to talk to you. You and I, we've... You know how sometimes you spend time with people and things. I was thinking, I do know some people out here on the surface. A person, actually. A girl I knew in Orzammar. Before I left, obviously. Her name's Felsi. She and I were friends after Branka left for the deep roads. I'm sure she's forgiven me by now. Thought maybe I'd track her down, see how she's been living. Last I heard, she was gonna live with her mother on the surface near some lake. Clean Bad Lake, was it? Yeah, I sod it, I don't remember. No, I think it was Clean Bad. I remember because I thought, yeah, that's right. Dirty good, clean bad. Yeah. But thanks for offering to take us there. You're a good friend, Warden. No, what was it you wanted to say? What about? It's sodding great. At first I was a little queasy with all that air, but there's just so much of it. No one has any idea who you are or what you're doing. And the ale. Oh, who'd have thought? Ale made with grain. Aye, the surface is great. It's like a big, bright world of filth without a ceiling. My kind of place. Hey, let's go find something to kill, huh? All this talk makes my hands twitchy.
Whatever.
What's on your mind? Cure me? What, am I sick now? Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child, your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear. People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough. I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the Fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we? What's on your mind?
Finally! The Aniran conversation.
I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else. Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Oghren. He was my first apprentice. Oghren was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority.
Can't blame him.
What Oghren needed was time. Time to get used to his new home, time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential just to be difficult. Oh, I dread to think. I was a harsh taskmistress. He might have thought I was a demon in disguise. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him. Oghren ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down. The phylactery is a vial of blood taken from a mage. But blood is connected to life, and your blood can be used to track you down. They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
Yeah, 'cause they're fucking assholes.
I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Oghren. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves. The Templars are well trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Oghren benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student.
Where's the option to say that's really unfortunate for Oghren? Well, I guess I'll settle for this one.
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
Well, now we can go after him.
It will be done.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Let's talk
You
to
are not
Cyril.
religious, yes? You do not believe?
I do, to some extent. It does not govern my life, however. Why do you ask?
Oh, Nothing. You are just a very good person, and it shows. And I thought at first you were sorry, perhaps.
Andera Natishan, Grey Warden. Join us at the fire if you like, but haven't you got a war to get to?
I appreciate you trying to find him, but what are the chances?
Anarin the healer?
You know Anarin?
He lives? No, it can't be him. Perhaps it is a common elven name.
No, I know of only one Anarin.
Ah, it makes sense. Anarin said that he was from the human cities. You are old friends, then?
If you seek Anarin, you must venture into the forest. He prefers to be amidst the trees and the animals.
Thank you all so much.
Dareth Shiral.
Let's set out then.
Of course.
So if my memory is correct, he's near where the old guy is. Yeah, there he is.
Friends, turn back, please. These woods are a danger to those who do not know the paths.
Anarin?
Wait, I remember your face. But younger, more impulsive, stern. Wynne?
I thought they had killed you.
They very nearly did. The Templars found me while I was searching for the Dalish. They ran me through and left me for dead.
I brought this on you. Oh, I was a dreadful mentor, harsh and impatient. I am sorry for the way I treated you.
I've put that behind me, and you should too. I didn't fit in with the Templars in your chantry. My path lay elsewhere.
Irving is a reasonable man. He will find some way for you to return. The Circle needs new blood. It needs to change.
I have fond memories of Irving. He was always kind to me. I will consider your proposal, and perhaps I will speak with Irving. However, I promise nothing. Now, it is getting late and you have much to do. You should be on your way. Likewise, my years in the Circle were not a complete waste. I learned more than I let on. You did teach me, Wynne, even if you didn't know it. Look at this. It's the hardened sap of a tree native to this forest. It's been something of a lucky charm for me, and now I want you to have it.
Very well. I'm grateful. May your gods smile on you, Anarin.
And on you.
Anarin is a mage who was taken in by Zathrian's clan. Again, more evidence of the whole stupid retcon of 3 mages per clan. What the fuck?
You are not welcome here. Doing the Templars' dirty work for them, eh? Templars or mages, it means nothing to us. There is dark power here, and you won't stand in our way.
As you say.
I will not hold.
Finished.
It will be done.
That was easy.
Very well.
We'll need to fight
Oh,
shortly.
shit. Startled me. I did not notice that, Sylvan.
I knew we could not lose!
Okay, back to camp. I have a flower for you, Liliana. Whoops. Wrong button.
Flowers? Thank you. They're very pretty.
Not as pretty as you.
These were her favorite. I haven't seen these in such a long time. They smell just like Mother used to. Thank you. Thank you so much for remembering.
Glad I could help. Got a couple other gifts I noticed there too.
That looks fine indeed.
A fine gift. You have my thanks. 'Tis a curious thing. I do not know how else to describe it. No, nothing is wrong. It is a little embarrassing to admit, in fact. I am reminded of our first meeting in the wilds. I had been in animal form for some time, watching your progress. I knew immediately that you were far more formidable than the other men you traveled with. I found you intriguing. Yet I resented it when Flemeth assigned me to travel with you. I assumed that, at best, you would drive me from your company as soon as we left the wilds.
Why would I do that?
I am aware that I have little talent for forming friendships, to put it lightly. 'Tis something I know nothing of, nor ever thought I needed. Yet when I discovered Flemeth's plans, you did not abandon me. Whatever your reasons, you fought what must have been a terrible battle without hope of real reward.
My reasons is you're a friend.
And that is what I do not understand. I have been with men physically, those who lusted after me and even professed love, but friendship with a man? I did not know 'twas even possible. Tell me, could there ever be anything more? Between you and I, have you ever considered it? Yes, of course. I simply had to ask. Still, 'tis good to think that we are friends. Of all the things I could have imagined when Flemeth told me to go with you, this would be the very last. I want you to know that while I may not always prove worthy of your friendship, I will always value it.
I will always value our friendship too, Morrigan. Yet another case of her being just like so sweet.
I am listening. It doesn't have better things to do. I did not think it needed to be said. It has never told me what gender it is, has it? And if it was, perhaps its gender would have been more obvious. The truth is that whatever gender I was is irrelevant now. I am a golem. I have no gender. It will not become an issue.
Absolutely not. I extremely respect you not having a gender.
Good. Let us leave it at that. Now, let us crush something soft and watch it fountain blood. That is a girlish thing to want to do, yes?
Who else? Sten? Probably nothing, but I'll check anyway.
You called. I am hardly surprised. To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are. What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell. Does it? It's also his weakness. If he stumbles and falls over, it pins him on his back. It is better to armor yourself with no more than what you need. One life, one duty. You can learn to find it in doing your duty, in serving your people. There is no need to search for it. Shall we move on? There is interesting food here. You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Kunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly. Yes, we have no such things in our lands. This should be remedied.
I know Sten becomes Shock, and I just love to imagine his first rule as Shock is just like, we need cookies. The Kunari need cookies.
Shall we move on? Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd and hear a language that is not your own, to see faces that are and aren't like yours. I miss the smells of Zevran, tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs. True, I was trying to forget that part. Shall we move on? As you wish.
Well, that's everyone. I'm just trying to think. We got a lot done for the main quest, except for the Urn of Sacred Ashes. That means we'll be going to Denerim soon, so we can take care of these ones. Before we do that, I guess we'll take care of Ogren's quest.
Yes.
Indeed.
What a surprise.
What strange beast!
Watch out! Let's see what your innards look like.
Of course. Very well. Isn't that the point?
Take this. You've earned it.
Else's imagination. Players in a play.
There she is. I'm gonna go talk to her. Look, you gotta back me up here. Got it? Just follow my lead, you know? Just be ready to pry her off when she throws herself at me. We don't want to make a scene here. Well, don't pry her off me too soon. I mean, a little scene's all right. Are you sure you're not a baker? 'Cause you got a sodding nice set of buns.
Oh my god.
Is that you?
Yeah, in the flesh, baby.
What are you doing here?
Just trying to kick back with a pint. Fighting darkspawn's a lot of sodding work, you know?
You're fighting Darkspawn?
Well, someone's gotta do it, you know? Can't leave a blight to the humans. They'll just muck it all up.
The whole surface to choose from, and you just happened to come to my tavern?
You know, I was thinking about our days together back in Orzammar.
Oh, so you mean you didn't find another girl willing to put up with you pissing on the table? I'm shocked.
It's a sign of affection.
It's a sign of disgustingness.
Don't let the door hit you in the arse on the way out. Actually, who am I kidding? Go ahead and let it. Indulge yourself.
That could have gone better. After this thing with the Archdemon's over, I'll have to pry the ladies off with pliers, I suppose. Might as well rest up while I can. You ready to go? Aye, all right then.
I don't give a fuck if Oghren disapproves.
Yes.
Oghren can fuck off.